done by today. Single player. Indeed, fun time. Can't wait to start playing it and playing with all. Yeah. Alright. Again, we had saved right outside of a portal, which was right next to the stand. We've got everything all juiced up. We are ready to go. Okay, that mouse is a little bit too much. There we go. Indeed, fun. Can't wait to start playing it. You know, Repulsor, you said you're going to start Barbarian, yes? That was the idea. All right, let me see if I can get the shout out thing to get Repulsor up there. The Lucid. There we go. Yeah. All right. Let's get in here and have some fun. Oh, okay, no, we didn't. We're not done with this floor yet. Welcome back. Okay. Okay, well that did the opposite of what I wanted it to. This firewall is actually kind of messing us up. Alright. Ooh, almost died there. These succubi are a colossal pain in the butt because they do run away from us. But basically, this is our strategy. We bait them in here, we put them in, we try to get them into a corner, and then beat them up until they go away. You're also looking at Druid. Yeah, I've heard a lot of good things about Druid. I was actually thinking Druid myself as like my secondary character, but I think I might go Barbarian. But we'll see. We'll see how I'm feeling when I hit that create a character tonight. There's a lot of options. There's a lot of options even within the class itself, so it's gonna be pretty interesting. Look at Mana Shield. That's actually not a bad spell to have. Especially going into the Diablo. Oh, Lord have mercy. Okay. You get in the corner, please. Come on. But yeah, I'm kind of torn. We looked at the sorceress skill tree last night on Caldwell's stream, and yeah, if everybody's tree looks like that, it looks like there's going to be a lot of variance even between the characters. So I'm very, very interested to see like which builds kind of rise to the top as like the quicker clearers, the quicker boss killers, you know, stuff like that. I do think we were talking about it last night. I do think this game's like leveling setup, like on one hand, it's not super complicated. It's not like the Path of Exile skill tree or anything, but it's got a lot of depth to it. And I think especially when people get to the Paragon boards, they might get a little lost because there's a lot in those boards. There's a lot in those boards, and I'm hoping, fingers crossed, they explain a good bit of that. But we will see. We'll see if they decide to do people a solid and give them like some helpful video or written tutorial or something on that. Because we were looking at the Paragon boards, and they're not like they're not like complicated in the sense like, you know, oh, what you have to do all this like weird mathematics or anything, but it's complicated in the fact of you have to figure out how you want a path to take the most advantage of like every glyph and which unique skills you want to take. It's like there's a lot in there. There's a lot in there. So I'm very interested to see how they're gonna handle helping people with those Paragon boards. Like they might just leave it to the community to walk people through that. But we'll see. It's like I said, when we were looking at it last night, it was a lot. It was a lot. Have you looked at anything for it, Repulsor? Have you looked at like the leveling and the stuff like that, or are you going in? Are you going in with the pretty clean slate?
Not enough mana.
I don't have enough mana to cast heal? Okay. Sure. Doesn't even tell me how much mana I need. Oh, there we go. Level 2, level 3. Takes 50 mana. I don't have 50 mana? I don't. I really don't. Okay, wow. Okay, well, we can't even cast our heal anymore, so I guess we'll just use a potion out of our inventory. Yeah, I've been looking at some things. I like to see how it seems, and yeah, some people are going to get lost in the Paragon boards. Yeah, I think the Paragon boards are going to be a very... like, I think they're going to play a vital role in how endgame works, and I think that's why they're going to lose some less, you know, mathematically driven people to the Paragon boards. Also, hello, Captain Caldwell. How are you doing? Oh, Jesus. Okay. There we go. And I think once we get this corner done, it was clear last night that people are going to get lost in the specking boards. Yeah. I think the skills were simple enough, because it was like skill and then like 2 like adjustments or enhancements or something to it, right? Here's the Vanquish Diablo. Well, hopefully that will be pretty soon. We just finished clearing this floor. We're gonna go back to town, resupply, sell a couple things, and then we'll be saying hello to a friend. I haven't spoiled who that is yet, but we will talk about that when we meet them, and then we'll go say hello to Diablo. But I think the tree itself is simple, but I think the Paragon boards is really where it's going to be like, okay, I need to get this much intelligence, or I need to get this much strength, or I need to, yeah, it's going to be interesting. And what I'm also wondering is, you're pretty sold on Sork now? Yeah, I figured as much. What I'm find interesting is it going to be like, is there going to be definitely like standout boards for each class, where people are like, yeah, if you're playing sorceress, you always take this board, or if you're playing druid, you always take this board.
Whoa, what can I do for you?
So I'm very interested to see which boards become the required boards and which ones are like, you can use this, but but we will see. I think there will be boards set for each spec. Oh, definitely that. But I'm talking about like just for the whole class. Like no matter what necro you play, no matter what source you play, no matter what, you know, barbarian you play, there's always going to be like one board that you have to get in order to like even be viable. So it's gonna be interesting, because I think because we were looking at the what is it called? I don't remember what it was. We're looking at something for the sorceress, and
What ails you, my friend?
oh, the fire shield skill, right? It looked like 2 of the 3 meta builds were using fire shield, right? So it's interesting. It's like, okay, well, is fire shield not only going to be a good, you know, like one of the essential skills, but is it also going to be like one of those Paragon boards that you have to get to make sure that fire shield does everything it needs to do, right? Like it's going to be interesting. And then obviously there's going to be a lot of testing. There's going to be a lot of people playing. There's definitely going to be some buffs and nerfs. So it's gonna be kind of crazy on release, because I know people are probably gonna, a lot of people are gonna just be like, okay, I'm just gonna go with the meta build, go off of that, and move on with my life. But there's definitely some people that are gonna be like, no, let me sit down with this Paragon board and this other stuff. I need 2 more. And really figure it out. And again, if they're talking about every few months they're gonna have what's effectively like a league like Path of Exile has, that's also gonna change it every time, because that means there's gonna be new skills, that means there's gonna be new nerfs, new buffs, new items, new bosses. Like, it's gonna be insane. It's gonna be insane. If this is as big of a success as they're hoping for, and they continue to develop the way they're talking, Diablo 4 might actually start being a contender with other like ARPGs. They've got some big things to overcome, because Path of Exile has absolutely been killing it. Yeah, we're gonna have race. Yeah, that's what happens in Path of Exile all the time. Is there's a, like, as soon as the league starts, you have league starter builds, you've got farming builds, you've got so could be your main game for a very long time. Yeah, if they do what they say, which again, remember, Blizzard has been known to go back on their word before. If they do what they say, it could be a really, really good game. Really good game. So I'm very, very hopeful for it.
In search of answers.
We're just doing this so that we can fill up our mana. So I'm very, very hopeful, because I do love the Diablo series. The company that makes it, they're a little yikesy at times, but the games themselves are usually pretty good. All right, I think we're ready to meet our friend who has been talking to us. Completely agree. Let's hope not hoping for a great game. What? Hopefully they get fixed as well. Yeah, I hope the company is doing thing. Okay, so we're gonna pick up our Vile Stand staff. and then we are going to, just to spoil whose staff that is, yes, you did read that right. That is the staff of Lazarus. I believe, do we throw it down? We have to use it? I don't remember. I do not remember. I believe we have to use it. Let me put this stuff here. Oh, that's not what I want. Nope. Okay, so we don't equip it. Do we right click it? Well, that's not what I wanted to do. I thought we threw it down. Okay. Because I know basically what happens is the portal shows up and we go meet our friend, as the staff said, Lazarus, and we'll talk about him as soon as we put him in the ground. But $16 is the last. Yes, yeah. We'll have the side area where Lazarus is, and then we'll go down to the Diablo floor. Get it? Like Diablo 4, but never mind. Anyways, but yeah, 16 is the last. If I can figure out how to get to Lazarus. Because I could have swore you just picked up the staff and then stood on the pentagram. Maybe I didn't stand in the right spot. Because I think basically what's supposed to happen is a portal shows up next to the pentagram, and then you go through it, and then, yeah. But maybe that's when you get back. Oh, I know what we have to do. I'm such an idiot. I know what we have to do. We gotta go talk to Cain. Hey, Cain, we got a stick.
This does not bode well, for it confirms my darkest fears. While I did not allow myself to believe the ancient legends, I cannot deny them now. Perhaps the time has come to reveal who I am. My true name is Deckard Cain the Elder, and I am the last descendant of an ancient brotherhood that was dedicated to safeguarding the secrets of a timeless evil. An evil that quite obviously has now been released. The Archbishop Lazarus, once King Leoric's most trusted advisor, led a party of simple townsfolk into the labyrinth to find the king's missing son, Albrecht. Quite some time passed before they returned, and only a few of them escaped with their lives. Curse me for a fool! I should have suspected his veiled treachery then. It must have been Lazarus himself who kidnapped Albrecht and has since hidden him within the labyrinth. I do not understand why the Archbishop turned to the darkness, or what his interest is in the child. Unless he means to sacrifice him to his dark masters. That must be what he has planned. The survivors of his rescue party say that Lazarus was last seen running into the deepest bowels of the labyrinth. You must hurry and save the prince from the sacrificial blade of this demented fiend.
So there you go. That is the last bit of lore we needed to figure out what happened. So, Lazarus was the advisor to King Leoric, who was the big skeleton guy we fought earlier. Lazarus has kidnapped Alberic's son in order to resurrect Diablo. He turned on his people, and he was also the one that twisted Leoric into killing his own people, which is why he was eventually put down by Loch Dannon. We did not get to meet Loch Dannon in this playthrough, unfortunately. We got Warlord of Blood. Yeah, so this is the catalyst to what spawns the Diablo series, is the changing of Leoric, the capture of his youngest son. Now remember, it is canonical that the character we are playing is Leoric's oldest son, right? We've come back from the war. We've brought two friends with us, which is the rogue and the sorcerer, and so we are Leoric's eldest son, coming back to save the youngest son, or the younger son, I don't know, I think it's the youngest son, Alberic. I believe our canonical name is Aiden, if I remember correctly. The eldest son, I believe, is named Aiden. So that is who we are playing right now. So we are going to go deal with Lazarus, who has started all of the events, basically, of Diablo. So let's go down there. We need to go get a Scroll of Town portal first. I thought we had one. We did not. And then a couple potions to fill up our mana. So, it also, as we read from the book earlier, basically what happened with the Primevals is after the original war between the High Heavens and the Burning Hells, the Primevals were exiled to Sanctuary. So, where Diablo was exiled underneath this labyrinth in Tristram. Oh, she has the dump portals.
I sense a soul in search
We'll get a couple. All right, so that is what happened. Is Diablo is beneath this labyrinth because that's where Diablo was exiled to. And we'll talk about what happens after the fact once we, hopefully, fingers crossed, beat the game. Diablo, as you would expect, is not a joke. Absolutely will do some damage. But let's see. All right, we got everything. Let's save. Now that the staff is there, it is. Yeah, I don't know if you heard it. There was a very faint sound of a portal opening. Now we have to go in here and say hello to Lazarus. Now you have to be very careful. Lazarus has set a trap for us, so we can't just go rushing in there. We have to be careful with our movements because he does know we are here. You heard the hum sound? Yeah, it's off in the distance. I should have portaled closer to it so that way you could hear it. Also, I believe, if I remember correctly, the boss room is only accessible by using those portals that we came in on. So, oh, try not to open the door. Looks like Diablo 2 Catacombs. Yeah, like that's the thing, is Diablo 2, obviously being a sequel, took a lot of inspiration from this. This is going to be an ambush, isn't it? Ah, ow. We gotta be careful. That was not Lazarus. That was one of his teleporting friends. We're gonna run into a lot of wizards here. This is exactly why I got fire resist, because these guys suck. And they do teleport. They have a good amount of health, and we cannot stun lock them, unfortunately. They can get stuck if we can get them like in a corner. They can get stuck in a corner. But there we go. They're a little tanky. They do a good amount of damage. Like these guys are really rough, mainly because of the movement ability. Like having that movement. They do have a Nova hit, which I believe is lightning damage. Book of Vileness. Okay, we can't. I think we have to stand on the thing for that. Like all the other levels, we're gonna clear as much as we can, because we're gonna need the experience and stats and money and all that stuff. Because again, this is not going to be an easy trek. Lazarus again was prepared for us, and we are as prepared for him as we can be. Yeah, these advocates are basically turned demonic priests, essentially. They're people that worked with Lazarus that he has been able to convert to the ways of demonic powers. So, there's another book. We have to read both of these books in order to get to Lazarus, but I'm clearing all the outside first. A potion. Because the books are going to put us in these little cages with these lovely succubi who we've been having so much fun with. There we go. It also opens the cages so you can get out, because otherwise you would be stuck. And again, the game has decided, oh, you decided to go firewall? Well, guess what? We're going to give you the succubi that are immune to fire. Oh, no, these are not the ones immune to fire. I was mistaken. Okay, so they did give us the nice ones. We can use firewall here, which is going to be very helpful. Sorry, I always think the red ones are immune to fire. They're not. It's the blue ones that are immune to fire. It is the blue ones. So. Alright, let's fill this up. Now, you can sometimes trick Lazarus into standing inside of a firewall. I will attempt to do that. I can make no guarantees because he likes to also teleport repeatedly and not attack you. So, yeah. He can be a bit of a bear. He can be a bit of a bear. We'll see how he decides to treat us when we get in there to see him. Those things are rough. Yeah. Yeah, the succubi are no joke. Succubi are no joke. Okay. So we've engaged both of those. Wait, was there something we needed to do in here? I don't think so. I think just going into this. Yeah. That was all we needed to do. I believe something should have opened up down here, if I remember correctly. It's been a little while, so you have to bear with me. But I believe something opens either here or back at the start. It might be back at the start. No, is this it right here? That looks open. I guess not. But basically, we're gonna, now that we've cleared this out, it's gonna pop us into a room. And now, I will say, this room is probably one of the biggest trolls in Diablo 1. So you're like, okay, we've cleared a bunch of succubi, we fought some advocates. What else is it gonna throw at us, right? I believe we have to go back in here and step on this. So, save. Yep. We do get a cutscene.
Abandon your foolish quest. All that awaits you is the wrath of my master. You are too late to save the child. Now you will join him in hell.
And here you go. There is an army of succubi. There is an advocate. There are 2 elite mobs. Hello, Canadian gamer mama. How you doing today? So we're gonna use the spacing we have and try to take out as many mobs as possible. Again, these 50 fireballs. Yes, you can actually get nuked in that room. You can step in that room, and as soon as he stops talking and they all fire on you, you can absolutely die instantly. I have seen it happen, and I have had it happen. You will walk into the room, be like, okay, let's go, and then boom, you're just dead. Because they all fire at once. Thankfully, that did not happen to us this time. But, it will absolutely happen. Like I said, that room is the biggest troll of Diablo 1. Because you're like, okay, I'll go fight Lazarus. Lazarus is not alone. Far from it. Yeah, like I said, I knew it was going to pop up here, but... Alright. Let's go ahead and use another mana. So we should be able to... Oh, wow. They moved. Okay. Well, as long as they're not immune to fire, we might be able to play a little bit of dodgeball here. And as you can see, these unique mobs, they hit pretty hard. They hit pretty hard, not gonna lie. Okay. They are roughly where we want them. Alright, one down. If we can chase this one into a corner. Okay, she's going to be able to run away from us because the torch is blocking us, but we will get a few nice hits in there. Okay, yeah, keep running to that corner, go where your friend was, and... nope. You have to stay, like, at a 45-degree angle to them, otherwise they run off. So it's a little bit of a pain. Because you're supposed to be moving, like, basically on a grid. Okay, we're gonna have to get her back around the corner. Because you're moving on a grid. There we go. That's what we wanted right there. Alright, she dropped chainmail. Let's see, what did her friend drop? Gothic plate. Well, I think we're gonna want the Gothic plate over the chainmail. Alright, let's fill up our bar, because again, we are not done. There is still an Advocate and Lazarus in that room, and then whatever stragglers of the succubi. So we still got a bit to do. Still got a bit to do, but not a bad start to the Lazarus fight. Yep, I know. See, this is the Advocate. Okay, there's no stragglers of the succubi. Let's take out his Advocate friend. Again, these are, as you saw from the cutscene, these are priests that have been converted to being worshippers of demons. Okay, Advocate down. Now Lazarus, finally. Again, you can technically trap him in a firewall, which we will attempt right now. And then you can just kind of do this, because he doesn't register the firewall as a damage source, really. Okay, we got too far away from him. Okay, that was a solid few hits. He's right here. I'm trying to see if I can bait him back around the corner. Nope, he's gonna start playing his teleport game. Like I said, he loves to teleport. And if you can, as you see, like, when he teleports, you can see the little light thing move. That's because it's not like a D2 teleport, right, where you just go to that spot. You actually, like, the model's actually moving invisibly, right? So that's why I'm saying you can get him like this, trapped in a corner, and that's what you want. Bam.
Your madness ends here, betrayer.
That's what we wanted. We wanted him trapped in a corner like that. So... and then this is going to take us back out, or at least it should. Oh, no, it's not going to take us out, I don't think. I think that just opens... we should be able to leave now. I think this just opens the last level. But, But yeah, so that was Lazarus. That is the person who basically started the on Sanctuary side of stuff, that started the catalytic events that start the rest of the series. Because of his betrayal of Leoric, yeah, there's the portal. Because of his betrayal of Leoric and his down to Diablo, you read that correctly, and his resurrection of Diablo in Sanctuary, we now have to deal with all of that. But we are obviously going to go back to town. We're probably going to make a few more town trips before we actually fight Diablo, because you will see what I mean. Diablo, no joke, but we'll get there. We might switch to Griswold's Edge for that fight, because I don't believe Diablo can be knocked back. And oh, Dr. Jane was going to tell us something. Hold on. Diablo, here we go.
The story is quite grim, my friend. Lazarus will surely burn in hell for his horrific deed. The boy that you describe is not our prince, but I believe that Albrecht may yet be in danger. The symbol of power that you speak of must be a portal in the very heart of the labyrinth. Know this, my friend. The evil that you move against is the Dark Lord of Terror. He is known to mortal men as Diablo. It was he who was imprisoned within the labyrinth many centuries ago, and I fear that he seeks to once again sow chaos in the realm of mankind. You must venture through the portal and destroy Diablo before it is too late.
I remember him when he's a true terror. Well, we're about to go down and say hello. So now, what was important from that is when we saw Lazarus's room, we saw a boy on an altar that had been bled, right? So what had just happened is we talked to Cain, and we're like, I think we found the prince, which is interesting because technically we should know if it was the prince or not. But anyways, that aside, he's like, that's not Albrecht. So we still haven't found Albrecht, which is the Leoric's son. So that's there's the last little wrinkle to this whole story, and once we defeat Diablo, we'll get it.
Hello, my friend. Stay a while and listen.
That's actually not a bad helm. It's not a bad helm at all. I don't think we don't really need. Well, ours is better. It's the same amount of damage reduction. It has one less armor, but we have lightning resist on ours, so ours is better. Never mind. It's a pretty good helm, but not better than what we're running. I was hoping we could get a better resist fire. We need to talk to Griswold and see if he has something good, because like I said, we want to be as equipped as possible going into this fight. Look how much this stuff sells for, right? It's absolutely insane when you get to the hell mode stuff. That is, yeah, craziness. Absolute craziness. All right, come on, give us something good. Damage from enemies. That's what we're currently wearing, I think. -4 damage from enemies? No, we have fire resist on it. I think we're gonna stick with the fire resist, especially going into Diablo. Chance to hit, high durability. Okay. Serpent's amulet, no. Flail, no. Soldier's sword, no. Okay, nothing good there. Okay. All right. So let's go talk to Adria, get some more mana potions, because we're going to be using those to create firewalls. Because there is a trick to Diablo. If you can pull it off, I will try to pull it off, but Diablo does hit like a freight truck. Basically, you can put yourself in a corner and you can put a cross of firewalls, and he can stand in the cross, and he does take fire damage, surprisingly. And you can get him taking double firewall damage while you're whacking at him. The problem is you have to survive him beating on you, which is not an easy task. All right, let's use this one to fill up our mana. All right, look at all this money. Look at all this money we got. Too much money. Okay, move all that. Okay, we need to sell the Scroll of Apocalypse because we can't use it. Scroll of Apocalypse. It's interesting. That's like the third Scroll of Apocalypse that we've gotten. Okay, so we need 7. We need 7 more potions. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That should be enough. Well, I think we'll definitely have to make more trips to town. That's why I'm not, you know, like ready prepared, because there's Diablo's floor is not just Diablo. There are things we have to do on Diablo's floor before we can even meet the Lord of Terror. So we will be, we got a town portal, that's good. We'll have to get another one on our trip there. So let's go get our healing stockpiled, throw more money on the ground. By the way, money does take place up in your inventory, so if you're playing single player, you could just throw it on the ground and it stays there forever, basically. So yeah, every stack you see is a stack of 5,000. Plus we're about to add a few stacks to it. So... So, yeah. Way too much money, but that's fine. So that should be good. So we need 1, 12, 16, I think. This is 16, so 17. We need 17 potions. Hi, Pepin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11... 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Okay, that should be enough. Hopefully we didn't buy... Okay. Sometimes I accidentally buy a small healing potion, but... Looks like we are good to go on that front. Alright, so we got our town portal, we've got our money. We're gonna go ahead and throw this pile of cash on the ground. I will forewarn you. We may go through a lot of this cash just in healing stuff, because this last floor is about. Oh, actually, we need to go ahead and grab a couple piles because we need to repair stuff while we're in town. All right, Griswold.
What can I do for you?
Repair. Okay, never mind. We only have to repair one thing. Well, whoopee-doo for that, I guess. But yeah, we'll have to use money on repairing, which can get very expensive. We have to use money on healing, which can get very expensive. Like. Oh, man. All right. I will be saving often because again, this floor is no joke. Down to Diablo. All right, we're going to start. I believe he is in bottom left. Is our chance to hit lower? No. You see all these fireballs? This level sucks. Okay, another one down. Basically, ideally, that's what we want them to do. We want them to teleport to us, start using Nova, and swinging their staff. Because if they try to keep teleporting away from us, as a melee character, it's going to make it much harder to catch them. And again, they're not alone down here. They have their lovely friends, the Steel Lords or Blood Knights. Thankfully, the Blood Knights are resistant to fire, but not immune to it like the Steel Lords were. This, again, this floor is no joke. Playing dodgeball with advocates is not my idea of fun. Okay. I think we got that guy trapped. Nope. Where are you going? Thankfully, their projectiles can be, as long as you're not close to them, their projectiles can be pretty slow, so they can be relatively easy to dodge, but still. Okay. And your hitbox is small? Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm not going to need the map up, so. Because this area is always the same. Yeah, okay, that's what I thought. He's not bottom left, he's bottom. Oh, Jesus Christ. He's bottom right. Couldn't remember if he's bottom left or bottom right, but he's bottom right. Okay, come on. Give me just one of you guys. Do not want to get surrounded by these guys again. They hit pretty hard and they will stun lock you. So come on. Okay, level up. That's very, very good. As you see, even 2v1 can be very rough. Okay. Oof. I think we can use... No, we can't use that spell. How much mana does it take? 52 now? Jesus. Okay. Let's use heal. That spell. And yes, we are going to clear this floor. This floor will probably take longer than like the last 4 floors combined, but we will clear this floor because we really need to. Because if we need to get away from Diablo, the last thing we need to do is run into a bunch of his minions. They will make that fight impossible. Okay, let's go ahead and save since we've cleared around that zone. Okay. Again, with these fights... Oh, this advocate decided to come say hello. But again, with these fights, we want to get away from the advocates. We want to pull the melee mobs and try to take them one at a time. Thankfully, sometimes when they're off screen, their AI will, like, stop, essentially. So you can get them to kind of just stand around off screen. So sometimes they'll not aggro to you, but all right. One advocate, really? Where are your friends at? I know they're around here somewhere. This is the thing that I told you Lazarus can do. That kind of like weird, just teleport into a teleport into a teleport into a teleport, you know? So, yeah. Again, let's save. There's another advocate. Here we go. I was like, where are the friends at? There's definitely friends around here. Alright. Let's bait the melee mobs. If we can get them around the corner... Yeah, I best say, we should be able to bait one of the advocates away as well. Okay. Okay. Where'd you go, friend? Of course. And when they're in wide open spaces, advocates have so much movement. Thankfully, this guy decided not to take advantage of it right there and decided to teleport to the same spot he was just at. Come on. God, these guys are so annoying. Yep. Oh, got him right before he rematerialized. We'll take it. There we go. Again, I'm trying to get them away from each other because again, if they focus fire, it's very easy for them to wreck your day. Okay. Let's go ahead and heal. Peek around the corner. See if we can get him to come back towards us. I do not want to go into that corner with a bunch of advocates. Looks like we might have to. Oh, there he is. Okay, thankfully they decided to stick around and not teleport. Let's go ahead and heal because this guy's going to hit us. Okay, maybe not. What did you drop? Ah, regular chainmail. I'm hoping to get some good armor before we get into Diablo because armor is all right, but it's not as good as it could be. Okay, you're down. Okay, I believe there were some more knights down here. Maybe we took them all out. Okay. All right. Good. Okay. So I think that's bottom half of the map for now cleared. Once we open this up, and yes, it will open, there will be more. There's always more. So, let's go ahead and save. And let's work on the other half of the map. Basically, the mechanic, I'll go ahead and explain the mechanic. The mechanic is there's four areas. Only one of them is open. And, we have to open each area and hit a lever in the next area to yeah. Cool, we got an advocate to stand in our fire. That's ideally the thing we want to happen. Because remember, their model's still there if they're teleporting. We can't hit it, but spells and stuff can. They are resistant to it, so like they're not going to take a whole bunch of damage from it, but they are going to take some. And any extra damage we can get, the better. Because again, these guys, as you saw when we stepped in there, there's like 17 of them in here. So any extra damage we can get on these guys, the better. Okay. Ah, Jesus. Now, ideally, what we could get to happen is they would line up in a way that allows us to hit them with firewalls like this, and then we can just... So they still think they can hit us, but they can't hit us, but we can do damage to them. So we can do stuff like that if we plan and they line up correctly. But unfortunately, with enemies that can teleport, they will not follow what you would like them to do. Oh crap. Hi, Sir Galosh, or whatever your name is. Gornosh? I can't remember. Gorash, that's it. Hi, Gorash, how you doing? Okay. Yes, you still can get unique monsters down here, so, as you saw, our friend Gorash has decided to show up today. Okay, this might not be... Okay, never mind. think we got 2 of them there. That's 1. Okay, no, it was just 1. That's fine. Again, the quicker we thin these guys out, the easier it will be to deal with them. Okay. Come on. Like I said, ideally what we want them to do is use the Nova. Okay, we're not going to chase that guy that direction. That is a good way to get into another ambush. See, the problem is, unlike the succubi, they will not follow you around the corner. If you're wondering why I did this, I saw the Blood Knight coming, and I'm like, not today. Not today. We're not going to get stuck in the middle of 2 Blood Knights and some fireballs. That's a great way to die, as it were. But alright, let's bait this knight around the corner. Come on. Thank you for getting closer. And move away again. Okay. This guy is bound determined to make us go this way. Okay, that's another one down. Did someone just shoot a fireball from this way? Oh, he did. I was wondering where he went. Okay, another one down. Like I said, it's just patience. Follow the teleports. Try not to go too far from an area you cleared. Get a few hits in, and do it again. Right? Like that is the strategy for this area. All right, we're gonna go ahead and use our last healing. After we take out these knights, we're gonna go town portal and get more healing because we're gonna need it. We are going to need it. Okay, knights down. Let's throw our town portal. Whew. Driving to get lunch, so I still got you out. Okay, cool. Thank you. Talk to Decker Kane.
Stay a while and listen.
Okay, doesn't seem like any of these are going to be particularly good for us. More armor, more hit points, more, and that has lightning. That's actually not a bad bow, honestly. Lightning arrows, 1 to 10 damage, plus a regular 2 to 5. It's not bad. It's not bad.
What can I do for you?
It's not like great or anything, but it's not bad. Okay, we're gonna need just a ton more healing potions because you can have 8 on your bar and then a whole bunch in your inventory. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's 6 times 4 is 24, and then an extra 8 would be 32. So we need 32 healing potions. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32. Alright, that should be, yeah, almost a full inventory of healing potions, because as you just saw, we're gonna need it. Oh, I got an extra one. Oh well, it won't hurt. Actually, let's just go ahead and use a mana potion and just put it there. Alright, again we save. We'll keep the money on us. Roll a guardian. We can't use that. All right. Still around as well. That's cool. Thank you guys for hanging out. I do appreciate it. I was talking to someone, I think last night or this morning, and was just like, you know, I'm playing a game from, you know, 1996. Yeah, it's part of a popular like series, but there's probably not a whole lot of people that are, you know, hanging out to watch Diablo 1. Probably more today because, you know, everyone's trying to get prepared for Diablo 2, but or not Diablo 2. Diablo 4. Yeah, Diablo 2 is coming out. You know, it's only been many years. But okay. Again, I'm trying to get the knight to come around to us. You excited? I am very excited for Diablo 4. I was on the fence because I hadn't done a lot of research because I didn't want to spoil too much for myself. But after sitting with Cap last night and kind of going over like what to expect from like the classes and the items and stuff like that, I'm pretty excited. I think it's going to have a lot of the features that I was hoping would have been in Diablo 2, or not Diablo 2, but Diablo 3. Okay, let's get out of the middle of these guys, because again, they will stun lock us, and the last thing we need to be is stun locked in the middle of a bunch of knights while they throw fireball at us. The day usually hits, and you're like, oh, it's actually going down. Yeah. Yeah, today is the day for the early access. This evening in particular for me, but I think it's technically going to be evening for everybody but like Australia. I think it'll be early in the morning for Australia, but everywhere else it's going to be, I think it's like midnight British Standard Time is when it's going to release in Europe. So yeah, it's going to be great. It's going to be great. I think. I hope. Well, my hope is enough people will play D4. Do you go this way? No. Enough people will play D4 that they might get interested in the series. So for people like me, I get to talk to a whole bunch of new fans of the series because they'll be like, "Who is this? What is that? How does this work?" Blah blah blah. You know, and I can sit down like just talk to them for hours about one of my favorite series of all time. Do you think we're gonna see all the evil since the Black Soul Stone was shattered? Not initially. I'll say not initially. I'm on the fence on whether we're actually going to see Diablo or not. My hope is this will be the first Diablo game without Diablo. Like that is I know they're the mainstay of the series, whatever, but I hope this is the first Diablo that we do not have Diablo. But we'll see. Yeah, basically, story-wise, Diablo 3 was a reset, so any and all the primevals can be around. So it could be all of them, it could be none of them, who knows? I think if the game is successful enough, we might see an expansion. Jesus Christ, I hate these guys so much. Especially when they teleport all the time. Okay. Okay, I do not have any health on my bar. I gotta be very careful here. Okay, we can take out this advocate. I'm gonna try to bait him to go down instead of up. Yeah, there we go. But I don't know what we're gonna see, if I'm honest. Like, story-wise, they could go anywhere. Like, I was talking to Cap about it before the stream last night, and I was like, this is technically the first time we've seen or really heard of Lilith in the games. Technically, in Diablo 2, there's a reskin of Endariel that they used for, like, the sub-boss for the Uber-boss that was called Lilith. So technically, by name, she's been in the games before, but not actually really in there. So Lilith is a very important part of the story. In fact, something I was going to talk about with when we got into D4 is there's a trilogy of books, right, called the Sin War trilogy. And if you're interested in the build up to Lilith, this is your books, because this actually goes back to a time where both sides didn't really know about Sanctuary, so they kind of tried to undermine Sanctuary from afar. So there were two sides that were hidden. There was the Cathedral of Light and the Triune, right? And the Triune obviously was headed by the three primevals secretly, and the Cathedral of Light was secretly headed by the Angelic Council, or at least some of the angels. So, excuse me. So both of those, you know, they had their claws in Sanctuary before they started the whole war, but those books kind of go over all of that. So I'm interested to see what they're gonna do, because again, this is like basically the first time Lilith has like really been in a game. Like I said, she was a reskin for Andariel in Diablo 2, but they didn't really give you anything about it. It's just, they were just like, it's Lilith, and then that's it. Like they didn't really tell you who that was, how she's connected. But Lilith is the one she was part of the duo that created Sanctuary, right? So she's actually very important to basically everything. Because if she had never created Sanctuary, you know, humans wouldn't have existed. And there probably would have been a Sin War, but it wouldn't have been called the Sin War, really, because they wouldn't have been fighting over anything. They would have just been fighting like they normally do, the angels and the demons that is. So, I'm not going to pull that lever just yet. I'm going to make sure I clear as much as I can before that. Because every time you pull a lever, it opens up one of these areas and a bunch of monsters come out. Dang Twitch app. Yeah? What did I miss? Nothing. We're still clearing the floor. I'm talking about Lilith and Diablo 4 and the hopes I have for, like, story-wise, what they do. Repulsor was asking if we're going to see all the evils since they were technically released at the end of 3, and I said, I kind of hope that it's the first Diablo without Diablo, so not much. You just missed some discussion and me chasing around a bunch of advocates that decided to be trolls today and teleport, you know how it is. It's Diablo 1. Alright, so everything is clear until we pull that lever, and one of these things, I believe once we pull this one opens up, and I think once we pull this one opens up, and then this one will open the final one. Who knows what we're gonna see? Yeah, I know. I'm excited because, like, on one hand, I didn't like D3 basically being a reset, but on the other hand, going into D4 with basically a reset, so you can see it's open now, with it being a reset, that actually is kind of helpful because that means they can go wherever they want with the lore, which can be both a blessing and a curse. Did find a very good rush guide. Yeah, I'm not gonna rush the game. I'm gonna scrape every side wall, every side quest. I'm gonna do everything. I'm probably gonna be one of the last people to end game, but I don't care. I'm not gonna rush the game at all. I'm gonna play it. I'm gonna figure my build out. I'm gonna do, you know, all sorts of crazy stuff. Try to find as much as I can. You know, interact with what I can. So I'm not gonna take part in that hardcore rush or anything like that. Ooh, another Gothic plate. Nice. Okay. Thankfully, this area is pretty small, so they don't have a lot of room to spawn enemies. I think once we get closer to the center, there'll be more, but I'm gonna go around this corner. I was saying I want to see and figure it all out. Yeah. I am very excited. Like I said, I didn't like the story of 3, but I appreciate it for setting up potentially 4. So there should be, yeah, but say there should be some more knights in there, because usually they stack up the knights in the middle of this thing. Okay, let's see. We can split them up. but I need to get away from our advocate friend. Okay, this should be... Okay, I was wrong. It's left, right, bottom, left, bottom, right. That's how it opens. It's been a while. Like, I'm going off of decades-old memories, so that's why... Yeah, let's say, I know there's like a bunch of knights in here, because I've made the mistake once or twice, like, running into this tunnel, being like, oh, there's not a lot of things, and then I get to the middle, and there's like 18 knights in there, and they're like, oh, by the way... This guy would just die. Okay. Oh, what's cool about advocates is they always have 72 hit points. Always. Their hit points range from 72 to 72. They always have 72 hit points, which is I find hilarious. Alright. Lever number 2, which should have opened number 3, which would be over there on the left. We're gonna save. We're actually making some pretty solid progress here. I was surprised. I thought this was gonna take a bit longer than it has been. Also to remind everybody, this will be a little bit of a shorter stream today because I do have a doctor's appointment and something else I gotta do after that, and that's something I've got a lot going on tonight, so I'll have to end early. My D4 timer only has 5 hours and 43 minutes left. Nice. Alright, so you see that's open there on the map. I just want to keep map open so you can see that. Now this one in particular is usually flooded with monsters. I'm hoping it's going to be more knights than it is advocates, but knowing our luck and how this run has been going, it's going to be a bunch of advocates. Okay. Let's get away. I believe there might be a unique advocate in there. Yeah, Repulsor, you definitely need to join the Discord, which I had pinned and it's now gone again. I hate when it does that. Hold on, give me a second. Let me get the Discord back up. Discord and pin. There we go. Oh, it's because I didn't set it to manually. There we go. There we go. So that's pinned. Go check out the Discord. That is Cap's Discord. But I will be spending a lot of time there helping people with Diablo 4, helping people with streaming, helping people with all sorts of stuff. So... Going to play in team Wednesday through Friday. Yeah. His schedule is as he stated. So. Oh, I do not want to have that knight behind me. Come on, Monsieur Knight. Trying to get over here, but if you click on the wall, it tries to put you inside of it. Yeah, just make sure you select the role, affiliate, and yeah, the whole server will open up, and then you'll be able to hang out. Me, Captain, and a few other people are trying to be very active in the voice chat, which I know can be a bit difficult for people. But like I said, we're trying to help as many people as we can with Twitch and all sorts of stuff. So everyone is welcome. We are growing really fast. Like me and Cap were looking at the numbers, and the growth is doing really, really well. So okay. So I definitely recommend everybody jump in there and say hello to us. Updating your Discord, yeah. Yeah. Discord loves updating. Discord loves updating. Alright. Slowly but surely we will whittle away these advocates. That's why I'm trying to get them like lined up for a firewall. But they keep I think they keep figuring out what our plan is. But as long as they keep teleporting outside of it, that's good for us, because that means they're away from their friends, which means we don't eat 16 fireballs to the back. All right, another one down. Now, it is open all around, which is why I'm now changing the direction. I'm going to try to go up here to see if I can bait some to coming out here. There are some knights around the lever. So I'm going to try to step in here, see if I can bait. Yeah, you saw that knight in the corner? They love doing that in this area. The knights love, like, lying and waiting, being like, have they come in yet? Yeah! Bop, 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 bop. And just, like, stun locking you. Yeah, they're real rough sometimes. Okay, we're not going to pull that lever because that will open the path to our not-so-friend, Diablo. And we are not ready to fight Diablo right this instant. So... thank you for coming to say hi to me. Thankfully, his friend body blocked him for it. He teleported behind him so that he couldn't get away. Thanks, Advocate. That a way to troll your friend. He's like, you got him, bro, and then like pushes him right into us as his friend gets absolutely clobbered to death with a club. I do indeed think he was mistaken on whether he had it or not. Both he and his friend bit the dust, or at least turned into it. I see you. See, I love when they get ballsy like that, and they like come up to you, and they're like, I got you, I'll hit you with my staff, and a Nova, and a Fireball, and there's nothing you can do about it. And then they die, and they're like, oh crap, well, I guess I was wrong. Okay, let's go around this corner. So that way we can stop eating fireballs for free. The spiciest meatballs, as it were. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, that's not what I was hoping to do. Almost break time, ready to touch some grass. Hey, you always get a little gotta get a little grass touching in there. It's good for the soul, or so I've heard. I don't know. I'm playing Diablo. I don't know if I'm the one you should talk to about souls. Yeah, you got stuck in the corner, didn't you? Oh, Jesus. Come on. Sometimes you can get them stuck, and that's basically the ideal thing, is that I get them to teleport away, but not away. Okay, we got one up here. Come on. This, by the way, is why 2 of the classes in the game are not melee. If you were wondering. Now, remember, anybody can use any weapon, any spell in Diablo 1, so you don't have to be warrior that only uses, you know, weapon. You can use spells, you can use bows, you can do all sorts of stuff. It's just the other ones start with better stats in those skills, so... or better stats in those attributes. So... alright, that guy decided to do the thing we wanted. Alright, I think we're almost done with these advocates. I think we have like 3 more, maybe? We've got... No, I think we have 4 more. I think we got this guy, and then a few of them that kind of teleported away. One of them always tells the truth, and one of them always lies. That's easy. He always lies. Alright. There we go. That's what we want right there. Oh. Where'd he go? There we go. Alright. I need to check up here to make sure any advocates did not teleport up here. Let's go a little bit further out. We have not pulled the levers yet. I believe we have to pull both levers for Diablo. One of them, I think, opens the area, and the other one summons, but we will see. We will be... Now, here's the thing to keep in note. So, all of this stairs you see, none of that's the hitbox. The hitbox is right there at the bottom corner. That is going to be very important for us. We need to keep that in mind. Alright. So what we're going to do is we're going to go with the safety portal. We do not have town portals, so we will have to use the spell town portal. Just fine. Just select your roles in hashtag rules and the server opens up. Yeah, make sure you do that, otherwise you won't see anything. You'll see like 3 channels and that's it. Also, once you get that set up, make sure you follow the information for setting up the stream cord, so that way every time you go live, the server will tell people so people can come find you. So it's very important that you follow those instructions to get your role set up and get that stuff set up, because that is very, very helpful. Everybody in the server will be like, oh, this person's live, and people will go check out your... That's not a bad armor, honestly. Resist Magic 52. Ooh, that is a Resist Fire 53% ring. Okay, 2 Diablo attributes. Fast... No, we can't take that off because we need the fast hit recovery. We're gonna lose chance to hit, which kind of sucks. Okay, we'll put that on when we're fighting Diablo. We'll put on the Resist Fire when we're fighting Diablo, because Diablo loves to do that. But that's actually a really good ring.
What can I do for you?
Sell... Yeah, you don't have to post in the Discord that you're going live or anything. It will auto post for you. So I'm trying to think. So what is our Resist Fire at right now? It's at 54. It'd be at 23. I'm thinking, basically what I'm thinking is we switch out armor, and then when we put on this ring, yeah, so I think this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna do this, and then this. Our to hit is lower, but now we have max resistances. So... yeah. Max resistances. Armor is going to be higher. So yeah, I think this is a really good setup for us. I hate losing the chance to hit, but we're almost at 100% anyways. And I believe, because I said we're going to switch to Griswold's Edge, I believe Griswold's Edge is going to give us, because this is 20%, but I believe Griswold's Edge is 25. Yeah, so we're going to basically have like 99% hit. So yeah, we're gonna switch to Griswold's Edge when we get to Diablo. The rest of this we'll kind of keep. The reason why I'm not switching to the Edge right now is because it'll keep knocking people away from us, and that's not what we need right now. So yeah.
Well, what can I do for you?
Okay, repair. Let's do a full repair of everything. All right, we'll have to go get some potions while we're over at Adria. We're doing good. That was probably the best 2 drops we could have found, because having full resistances to think. Now remember, this is only like 75%, right? You don't get 100% resistances, but having 75% resistance to basically all forms of magical damage on top of having more armor. Oh yeah, we're doing real well. We're doing real well.
I sense a soul in search of answers.
Keep the Skull of Infravision. We can use that to get an idea of what we're up against in that last area. We've got potions. We need to get one more to fill up our mana.
I can't cast that here.
Okay. Firewall. All right, let's get some more health. Again, the last area does contain the devil, so max fire. This is perfect. Yeah, going into Diablo with max resists and 62 armor. And remember, we're gonna get some armor back when we switch off this, because this is taking 10 of our armor, whereas Grizzled's Edge, its only downside is that we lose some hit points. Right, but we're gonna be jamming potions down our face anyway, so, like, yeah. So, again, we're gonna switch to that when we get to Diablo. Oh, we forgot to buy a town portal. Let's go get a town portal. Actually, let's go get a couple so I don't have to worry about it, and then we'll fill up our inventory with healing potions. Because we gonna need it. We gonna need it. But, yeah, I'm very happy with the setup we have, because like I said, I don't think Diablo can be knocked back.
I sense a soul in search of answers.
I might be mistaken, but I don't think Diablo can be knocked back. If Diablo can, that actually kind of works to our benefit, because one of the most damaging things Diablo can do is stand next to you and go like this, do like a fiery uppercut. But if we can keep knocking him away and forcing him to come to us, kind of like what we did with the Warlord of Blood, we might actually be able to make the Diablo fight kind of trivial, but we'll see. But I do not think Diablo can be knocked back. But again, I'm working off of decades-old knowledge, so I have no earthly idea. We will find out one way or another.
What ails you, my friend?
I did not mean to get up.
What ails you, my friend?
I'm not counting now. I'm just gonna keep hitting the button. Don't have enough room in inventory. That is the thing I wanted to hear. That is exactly what I wanted to hear. All right, throw you on the ground. Infravision we're keeping. TPs we're keeping. Okay, we have space for one more.
What ails you, my friend?
Because unless a unique drops from one of the mobs that we're fighting, there's basically no reason for us to have to pick anything else up. We have plenty of money. We've got inventory full of, yeah, like we've got good resistances, good armor. I think we're set. I think we're set. This might be a lot better than I was expecting going into this. All right. So now what we're going to do is I like putting a portal in one area that we've already cleared, so that way if I need to run, I have it set up and I don't have to worry about casting it. The smartest thing to do is actually just to run up the stairs, but as you can see, this hitbox for the stairs is like this big, right? You see how small that hitbox is for the stairs, right? It can be very hard, especially if you're running away from the devil, you know. All right, there are two levers here. I believe one opens up and one summons Diablo. We will find out the hard way. Okay, I guess both of them. How many times have died from those stairs? Not on the stream, we haven't died to them yet at all, but before, in the years that I've played, oh yeah, all the time. Okay, it is open, but again, I don't believe Diablo is alone. So, oh, you said have died many times to those stairs. Okay, sorry, I read it wrong. I thought there was a question there. Yep. All right, come on, friends. Let's get you away from all of that. Panic clicking. Yep, 100%. Alright. Now, thankfully, the advocates won't follow Diablo. There's Diablo. Alright. Come on. Oof. That's exactly why we wanted max fire resist. You saw it right there. That's the move I was talking about. Alright, come on, Diablo. Come on. Keep coming. Keep coming. Alright. I don't think he can do it if he can't see you. Okay. He's got knockback. Okay, that's the uppercut move I was talking about. Okay, this is not what we wanted to happen. Yep. I did not need that knight with him. Oh, man. Well, thankfully, that's why we save. But basically, that's what we need to do, is we have to get him in the corner, and then we can put firewalls on him. Because he will knock you back. So I guess we do need to go ahead and go to town and grab Griswold's Edge. Because I thought you had a chance before it summoned him, but no, it doesn't look like that's the case. So let's go get Griswold's Edge. Because we're going to need it. And we'll get to find out if Diablo can be knocked back. Again, I do not think so, but let me make sure this is repaired.
What can I do for you?
Yeah, I didn't think it was... Oh, I don't have enough money. Yeah, about that.
Whoa, what can I do for you?
Yes, I do. Okay. We got another town portal. We'll set up the next safety town portal. Let's go ahead and save again. Town portal. Infravision. We'll need that. I mean, we don't need it, but it'll be helpful. Yeah, look at all this. You see all the creatures around him? Okay. Ow. 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 Look at all this. Look at all those knights. Okay. Again, we're trying to get the knights away from Diablo, but Diablo can hit you whenever Diablo damn well pleases, so... Okay, Diablo can be knocked back. That is good information to have, although we are now stuck in a corner. Yeah. So Diablo can be knocked back, so if we can get Diablo alone, we might be able to stun lock him. That is good information for us. We might be able to do... Hold on. We might be able to do a trick here. I don't know. We'll be able to pull it off. Nope. Okay. I didn't think we'd be able to pull it off through the wall there. Okay. We got a knight coming out to say hello. Interesting. Oh, that's death too. That's death too. Okay, that didn't. Cheating? No, Improvision is a spell that you can get. It's a normal spell. Okay, I do not want the knights around me. Yeah, Diablo does not like it when you run. If you can't tell. Jesus Christ. God, these stupid knights. Now there's more of them. Oh, we're dead. I have to get Diablo without aggroing the knights. That's the thing. Because once Diablo's aggro, Diablo does not leave you alone. Okay. We might be able to do a distance trick. Hold on. Like, get right here. Nope, Diablo saw us. Can I thin out the knights? That is exactly what I'm trying to do right now. But unfortunately, Diablo is having none of it. Now, what we could do... This might be a little dangerous. Oh crap. Ooh, that was bad. Basically, what I'm trying to do is... Jesus Christ, dude. Oh, he killed us. I thought that was him dying. I was like, wow, that was quick. No, it was us dying. Oh, man. So that kind of worked. Basically, what I was trying to do is I was trying to get the knights stuck so that we could do it. The problem is getting to the potions once they're off your bar is not an easy task. And he hits exceptionally hard. Let's see. Okay, looks like we got a few knights. Go ahead and heal. We're gonna save because that was a good start, getting just a few knights. We might have just aggroed Diablo there. Come on, get the firewall down. Ah! Son of... Okay, so we just have Diablo. Ow. Ow. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna go for the crazy strat here. Come on, come on. What the heck? You punk! He's like, yeah, I saw you cast Firewall. Yeah, not so funny now, huh? I'm in my own Firewall. That's not what I wanted to happen at all. There we go. Diablo defeated. Just had to get him stuck, because I knew the knockback would kill his animations. So let's watch the ending for the big reveal. Thank you, Rainmaker, for that subscription. And welcome to the Masquerade. Welcome in. Thank you so much.
The Soul Stone burns with hellfire as an eerie red glow blurs your vision. Fresh blood flows into your eyes, and you begin to hear the tormented whispers of the damned. You have done what you knew must be done. The essence of Diablo is contained. For now. You pray that you have become strong enough to contain the demon and keep him at bay. Although you have been fortified by your quest, you can still feel him clawing his way up from the dark recesses of your soul. Fighting to retain control, your thoughts turn toward the ancient mystic lands of the Far East. Perhaps there, beyond the desolate wastes of Aranok, you will find an answer. Or perhaps salvation.
All right. So, canonically, what has happened is the Soulstone we removed contains the soul of Diablo. So Diablo is not defeated, just dormant. The Soulstone removed from that person was Albrecht. That is Leoric's youngest son. Lazarus used Albrecht to resurrect Diablo using the Soulstone. The Soulstone was buried underneath the labyrinth at Tristram. So, and if you watch the cutscene, you saw that it was the warrior. I believe no matter who beats the game, it will always show you that guy putting the Soulstone in his head. The reason why that's important is because, like we said earlier, canonically, we are playing Leoric's eldest son. Right, which I believe his name is Aiden. So now Aiden, in order to keep Diablo at bay, has put the Soulstone into his own head, which, yeah. Anyways, so why that's important is now Aiden, which I believe is his name, I mean, might be mistaken, it might be something else, but anyways, Leoric's eldest son now has possession of Diablo's Soulstone. This is what starts all of the events of Diablo 2, right? So when you're playing Diablo 2, you will hear whispers and eventually see a character called the Dark Wanderer. Basically, wherever the Dark Wanderer goes, demons follow. That Dark Wanderer is the eldest son from this game. Right, the eldest son of Leoric, who put the Soul Stone. Basically, it starts taking over and it leaves destruction in his wake. So the Diablo in Diablo 2 is the character from Diablo 1. So that is the story of how they're connected. The reason why it says you need to head to the Far East is because Diablo is manipulating you into thinking you're looking for salvation, but instead, to the east are Diablo's brothers, Baal and Mephisto. Which, if you play Diablo 2, you get to go say hello to, preferably with weapons and spells. So, I love Diablo 1. I think it's great. Definitely not an easy game. Not an easy game. I will not sugarcoat it. Definitely not an easy game, but absolutely love it. If you want to play Diablo for yourself and see if you could do better than I can, which I bet you probably could, it is on a website called GOG, or Good Old Games. It is the company that owns the company that made the Witcher series, so they are completely legit. They sell a ton of retro computer games. There's games, like I have a set of games, D&D games, from like 1988 or 1989 that all run on modern computers. You basically, once you play the game, it's almost guaranteed that it will run for you, no questions asked, on your current setup. So go check that out. You can find Diablo there. It is an official connection with Blizzard. Blizzard was 100% okay with Diablo coming to GOG. They even posted it on their thing. Hey, if you want to play Diablo, go to GOG. You can find all that. And this does come with the expansion. Now, however, I do not have time to do the expansion. But don't worry about that, because so far as I know, that expansion has absolutely nothing to do with anything. You go through 3 extra levels. There's you get introduced to the Hive, which is where they start introducing like bug creatures, and the final boss is called Krull. Krull. Kruul. Anyways, as far as I know from reading the books and from playing the games, that character does not exist. I have never seen that name referenced anywhere else. I might be mistaken. I haven't read absolutely everything, but as far as I know, Krull or whatever he's called is never referenced in anything. So you don't have to worry about Hellfire, but it does add some more levels. It does add a new final boss with cutscenes and everything. So go check that out. If you buy Diablo on GOG, you do get the expansion completely for free. It's Diablo and Hellfire both together, and you can play that. So I do recommend, if you enjoyed this playthrough of Diablo 1, go check it out. Also, I will not be streaming Diablo 4 tonight because I've got so much going on, but I will probably be jumping into Captain Caldwell's stream. He is in Diablo 3? Maybe he's in Diablo 3. I don't know. He's irrelevant. He's not an evil at all, as far as I know. He's not even on the tree or anything like that. But yeah, I will probably be in Captain Caldwell's stream. You see him there in chat. Let me give him another shout out. Probably be in there. He's gonna be playing D4. Basically, he's gonna start his stream maybe like 30 minutes, an hour early or whatever before Diablo 4 releases, and he's gonna be playing Diablo 4. Go check it out. Let me go ahead and do this shout out. But starting tomorrow, assuming servers and game allow, I will be streaming Diablo 4 myself. If you want to check out the series, like if you're like, what about 2? What about 3? I believe, I don't know if our playthrough of 3 is on the channel, but I know our playthrough of 2 is on the channel. So you can go see our playthrough of Diablo 2, or you can play it for yourself on Battle.net, where the place where you would purchase for PC, where you would purchase Diablo 4, also has Diablo 2 completely remade, which is absolutely amazing. It looks amazing, absolutely awesome. They have the Diablo 2 remake, and you can play Diablo 3. You do have to pay for them. They are paid. There's not like a free version, unfortunately, but you can play the whole series of Diablo is playable. Right, so you can play the whole series if you're interested in the Diablo series, or you can jump right into 4. So, Grass Touch afternoon is about to begin. Yes, indeed. I I was gonna go a little bit longer, but I don't have a lot of time, and I don't know what we're gonna do for like 45 minutes. So I do think we're gonna go ahead and end the stream